What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I am going to become a city worker using the brand new flatbed in APM. So if you guys are excited, smash the like button and subscribe, become part of the secret channel, don't tell anyone, and let's begin. What's up everyone, welcome back to another American Plains modding, and today we have my work truck which we are going to be turning into a flatbed and working for the city. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, it does mean a lot to me, and let's jump in. So they added flatbed back into APM. They did remove it for like a week, but now they are back, and why not turn my work truck into a flatbed? I think that just makes sense. So let me just hop in, we're gonna get this thing turned on, and we are gonna start driving to the mechanic shop so we can get this thing with the brand new flatbed, and then we can probably raise up the suspension. I feel like my suspension is a little bit low. Oh my goodness, I just hit my mailbox. I'm gonna be in trouble. So pretty much this is gonna be a revamp of the flatbed. So this is a really nice update because now you can add it to your favorite trucks, or at least the majority of like new trucks that allow the flatbed to be added to the trucks, which is pretty cool. It's pretty sick. So we have quite the day today. We're gonna have to pick up a lot of stuff and do a lot of jobs when working for the city, but we have a stop right here, so let's make sure the road is clear. All right, let's cross through, and then we're gonna make a right on this road right here because this is a little shortcut to go to the mechanic shop. Because if you take a look at the stop sign, we have the mechanic shop called Tenny right here. So I'm gonna back this thing up. You know what, let me pull in through the other side. I think this is the entrance right here, so I'm gonna back this thing up. I'm gonna quickly hop out because I am going to have to open up this garage door just like so we can pull in my GMC Denali. By the way, my color looks a little bit different. Typically my truck looks more grayish, but yeah, it looks really different today. But let's quickly fix that. Let me quickly make my truck gray. There we go. I'm gonna add some reflectance. Is that a good gray? I think that's a really nice gray. Let me add a little bit of tint. There we go. Oh yeah, we gotta make this thing super fast. All right, so we maxed out the engine, and then actually before we do the wheels and the suspension, I'm gonna quickly add the brand new bed, which it looks like we have two options. We can add this one, or we could add this one right here. Oh my goodness, I don't know which one to go to. I like both of these. Both of these look really nice, you guys. Are they the same? I feel like they're the same. Actually, you know what? This one is wider and this one is smaller. This is for a single cab, and then this is for like a dually, which we are gonna be taking. I wonder if this thing has a bed. Wait, can I add it? Oh my goodness, I can't add a tailgate. Dude, that looks so silly. We're not gonna add a headache rack because this thing already has one, so we don't need another one. But we are gonna add these running boards because I feel like it goes with the style. Let me also take off the hitch. We do not need that. And lastly, I am gonna put a winch on the front just in case we need to tow some stuff, because you know today we are gonna be a work truck. Let me also fix the light bar because this one does not look good. And that is gonna be it for the attachments. We can now move on to the suspension. I'm gonna add a little bit of suspension, nothing too crazy because I don't want this thing to be super tall. Let me add a little bit of camber. Now I'm gonna make these a little bit wider. There we go. And then I'm gonna tuck them in a bit from the back. Oh my goodness, this looks crazy. Actually, you know what, I think I have to fix the offset. They're a little bit too tilted. All right, there we go. Camber. Did I say offset? I meant camber. All right, this thing looks way better. What else do we need? I guess the rims, but I really love these rims. Maybe we can find better ones. This one, actually, you know what, we can just grab these right here and make them chrome. So let me do that. Let me see if this thing is looking nice. All right, look at this thing. This thing is looking like a beauty. Is that it for the build? I think that's it for the build. We're finished. Oh, actually, you know what, let me quickly fix up the wheels. There we go. Boom. Now we are finished. Let's pull this bad boy out of the garage, or I guess the mechanic shop, and take a look at this thing. Yo, we ended up cooking, chat. Take a look at this work truck that we managed to turn into a flatbed. Yo, this thing looks really nice. Did I cook, chat? Let me know. Be honest, you guys, or was this a mess? But I think it's time to put it to the test. So I'm gonna go and quickly hop in. We're gonna start. Actually, you know what, we can start our shift. So we are gonna be starting our shift as a worker for the city. And oh no, it looks like we are gonna begin our first job right here. So let's get this mess out of here. I'm gonna put them in the back of my flatbed. So let me put the flatbed right there. I'm gonna put another hay bale on top there. Hold on. All right, this one is gonna go sideways just like that. And let me grab the last one. Dude, I am so heavy, dude. Oh, I'm gonna be so sore. Let me try to hop on. There we go. And boom, we got the hay bales loaded onto the trailer. I mean flatbed. I meant to say flatbed. And we cleaned up the mess mess that this guy ended up leaving. Oh my goodness. Wait, what is this? Toolbox. Oh, that's pretty sick. I can store some stuff and then side rails. What if I click on side rails? Oh, what is that supposed to do? Oh, it's supposed to drop it down. That's pretty nice. All right, but I'm gonna keep it on since I don't want those hay bales to kind of roll off or slide to the side. And we're gonna hop into the dually. Our next job is gonna be at the salt center, and pretty much we're gonna go and clean up that area. I don't know if I'm gonna need any tools. I mean, we could quickly run over to the store. I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and say that we don't need some tools for the job. I guess we're gonna find out because we are now at the salt center. So, oh my goodness, look at that mess, you guys. Dude, are you serious right now? All right, so let me get my truck parked up, and then I'm gonna pick up all of these cones. Oh my goodness, dude, whoever works here, please clean up your mess next time. But I'm gonna quickly grab all of my cones. All right, let me grab this one. I'm gonna grab that one, and then I'm gonna grab this one. Now, I'm not gonna put them in the back since they're not mine. It's owned by this company, so I'm just gonna organize it, and I'm just gonna place them right here in a straight line if I can. It's gonna look a little bit crooked because there's kind of like a little incline right here. Look at that little incline. Oh my goodness, that thing looks like it's gonna fall over, but trust me, it's not gonna flip over. And look at that, we have all the cones in order, and we can head over to our last job, which is gonna be at the APM seed place, which it's honestly like down the road. It's pretty fast. So let me actually turn around right here. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do a little U-turn. All right, now we can turn, and pretty much we're gonna go and pick up a pallet of seed because we're gonna grab it and take it to the tool store because they're kind of low on supplies. So they want me to kind of help them out, and since I'm working part of the city, I guess they have a contract with them. So you know, I don't mind helping them out. I'm gonna open up this garage right here before I back. Oh my goodness, did I just sideswipe my truck? Oh dude, I am so clumsy. I am the clumsiest YouTuber ever. All right, so let me hop in, and then I'm gonna back my work truck right in here. Let me carefully back this thing up. All right, everyone, we have our work truck backed into the APM seed place. I'm gonna grab a forklift, which it seems that we can use this one. I'm gonna hop into this thing, and hold on, let me turn it on. I gotta turn on my safety light, and then I'm gonna try to grab a pallet of seed. I'm gonna try to fit it on the back of our work truck. I don't know if it's gonna fit on the flatbed. Let me see. Am I gonna have enough space to load up the pallet of seed? I'm gonna try. Actually, you know what? We could just unload these hay bales, and then we can just put them on the side. You know what? I'm gonna place them outside. I don't want them to be inside because they're gonna be like, who is this hay bales? Let me grab another hay bale. I'm gonna put it right next to where I placed the first one. So this one is going right here, and let me quickly grab the last hay bale, which is gonna be this. Oh my goodness, what did I just open? Hitch cover. Oh my goodness, you could put a hitch right here. I did not know that. All right, let me grab my last hay bale, and then we're just gonna place it right here on top. Oh, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna quickly throw down the rails because I don't want to hit the side of it. You guys know I'm a little bit clumsy, or very clumsy. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing on. We're gonna raise it all the way to the sky, and then I'm gonna try to load this carefully on the top of our brand new work truck that we made and built today. So I'm gonna lower the forks, unload this, and look at that, we successfully loaded the pallet of seed. Now before we do head out, I'm gonna kick up the rails. There we go. We don't want that thing to kind of fall. Hopefully it doesn't, because if I brake too hard, this thing might fall. Anyways, let me put the forklift where we got it from. I'm gonna lower the forks, and then I'm gonna get this thing parked up where I got it from, which was probably around here. Now let me just turn off the safety lights, and we can now get out of here. So make sure everything is safe and secure. All right, I'm gonna hop in, and we are gonna start making our way towards the APM tool store. So I'm gonna, oh my goodness, no way. Oh my goodness, this is a complete mess. Dude, I can't believe it fell. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to load it from the side. Oh, whoops. All right, so I'm gonna quickly run inside the APM seed warehouse and grab a forklift and bring it back. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. I'm gonna grab this pallet of seed, and we are gonna try again. I'm gonna load it from the side this time. Hopefully this works better than happened like a couple seconds ago. So we're gonna get this thing loaded right here. Hopefully this thing does not fall this time. So let me quickly unload it. There we go. And I'm gonna quickly put this forklift inside of this warehouse right here. Open sesame. No way, that actually worked. I can't believe saying open sesame works. But let's leave the forklift right in the corner. Let's go and get this pallet of seed needs delivered. All right, let me hop in and I'm gonna carry. Oh, hold on. I need to kick up the rail. Imagine if I left without kicking up the rail. That could have been bad. But let's quickly get out of here. I'm gonna try to drive as slowly as possible. Oh my goodness, as slowly as possible. I might have to put this in low drive, honestly. There we go. We are now in low drive, so technically this thing should not be moving too much. And I'm just gonna drive at my pace because I honestly don't want this to fall. So, oh my goodness, dude, I almost dropped it. No way. All right, careful. If I step on this thing one more time, it is so over for me. And I'm kind of at a point where like I'm a little bit too far from the warehouse to grab the forklift. So if this thing falls, I am so cooked, chat. Oh no, look at that. It's on the side of the rails. Dude, this is gonna be so close. Alrighty, everyone. We are still driving to the tool store. As you guys can see, the pallet is still in the back of the trailer. I feel like I am so close, and boom, we are now at the plain tool store. So let me quickly back this thing up. Let me quickly reverse this thing carefully. All right, and then I'm gonna grab a forklift and get this thing unloaded from my truck. So let's open this up. There we go. All right, let's see, where is this forklift? Oh my goodness, it's right here. That was easy. All right, so I'm gonna quickly back this thing up and then I'm gonna raise this. So let me quickly raise the fork. There we go. And we're gonna try to grab it from the side. Let me just drop the rails. Nice. So let me carefully grab this pallet. Oh, hold on. I can't believe that worked. And then we're just gonna drop it right here in the corner. So let me quickly unload it. There we go. And boom. Look at that. Let me just lower the forks, because if I have the forks raised all the way to the top, then that is gonna be a safety hazard. But we got the pallet of seed loaded into the plain tool store. Let me just close that right up. And before we do leave, I'm gonna kick up the side rail and make our way back home, because if you guys take a look at the time, the sun is about to start going down. And home sweet home, we have now arrived back to our house with our amazing work truck. Now let me get this thing parked in my driveway. There we go. And take a look at the machine we ended up using in today's update. I think we need some W's in the chat. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today, as you guys can see, I was camping. I was about to relax and eat my marshmallows, but I just got a notification that someone needs their boat to be rescued. So we're gonna do a type of a search and rescue, and we're gonna get this stranded boat that has been stranded on top of rocks, and we're gonna rescue it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So first things first, I have to pack up everything because I'm not gonna be able to camp for the night. So first thing is gonna be to remove all of these items that I brought. So let me turn off my campfire. We're gonna have to remove my chair and my tent. Oh, hold on. I did not mean to sleep. So let's remove all of that thing, and I think that is gonna be. Oh wait, I forgot to take the American flag. Hold on, let me take the American flag. There we go. And let's run over to the tool store because we're gonna return all of these things, and we're gonna be returning the camper. So let me go inside. We're gonna pull down the TV, turn off the light. There we go. And we cannot forget about the pop out. So let's start bringing them all the way back, just like so. And we cannot forget to close the door. So let's make our way towards the plain tool store. Let me just get this TRX connected towards my big and rich camper. There we go. And let's get onto the dirt road so we can start getting out of here. I'm gonna turn on my blinkers and we are going to make a left turn. And by the way, we might have to go and also pick up our work truck because our work truck has a winch and the TRX doesn't have a winch, which means we're not gonna be able to pull the boat out safely if we don't have a winch. So that's gonna be the first thing on our list. Return all of this and then pick up our work truck. But since the TRX is super fast, we are already back in town. Let's go. We're gonna first drop off the camper first. So I'm gonna turn around and back up very fast because if you guys take a look at the time, it is already 9 a.m. So time is gonna go pretty fast. Let me quickly disconnect this just like so, and let's make our way towards the tool store so we can return all of these items. But before we do cross the road, we have to make sure that it is clear, which it looks like it is clear. And we're gonna park in the handicap, and we're gonna quickly park in the handicapped and run into the store. We're gonna return all of our tools. There you go. Goodbye, good sir. And now we're gonna make our way towards our huge two-story house because I am super rich. So let's make a left turn onto this dirt road, and now my home should be right on the mountain right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It should be right here. Let me actually pay attention and make sure I do not fall into the river. But I'm kind of wondering how the guy ended up getting his boat stuck, stranded on top of those rocks. That must take skill. But anyways, home sweet home. We are now back home. I'm gonna back into my driveway. So let me carefully do this. We're gonna park it, turn off the engine, and let's quickly run into our GMC. And look at this. We are now ready to take off. I know I did not warm up my truck, but anyways, look at this. We've got the gigantic and heavy duty winch on top, or I guess in front of my bumper. We can now make our way towards the boat rescue. And let me actually quickly change my drivetrain to 4-wheel drive, because I feel like it's a little bit easier to drive if it's in 4-wheel drive, and even faster. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I typically drive in 4-wheel drive. But we do have a stop sign right here. Let's make a left turn. Let me turn on my blinkers and let's carefully make this turn. All right, there is no cars coming, and I believe it should be towards the campsite. That's where it was kind of reported that boat was stranded on top of the rocks near the campsite. So we're gonna go and see if we can find it fast, because I really don't know where this boat is. So I guess it is going to be a search and rescue, but as you guys can see, the campsite should be on our right side. So let's pull into the campsite and let's see if we can find a boat. But so far I don't see anything. Yeah, there seems to be nothing around here. Let me quickly pull over and take a look and make sure that I'm not missing the boat. Yeah, I don't see the boat. I don't know where it is. Did we pass it? All right, we're gonna go and check it down here. Let me also turn on my hazard lights, because we are gonna be driving a little bit slow so we can find this boat. But yeah, I don't see anything. You know what, let me quickly step on it. Maybe if we go faster, we're gonna be able to see the boat. But I kind of have a gut feeling that it's gonna be down there and not over here. But oh, wait a minute, what is that? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, this is the trailer for the boat. All right, so I'm gonna go with a wild guess and say that it's gonna be located down there towards up the stream. Hopefully I am correct, because we are running out of time. All right, boat, I don't see any boats so far. Is that the boat right there? Oh my goodness, I think we found the boat. Yo, no way. All right, so how do we go right there? Because I don't see. Oh, wait a minute, is this a path right here? We can take this path. All right, hopefully we do not damage this truck too much. But oh, hold on. Oh my goodness, this is rough. This is really rough terrain. I don't know how we're gonna take the boat off those rocks, because I'm already having trouble with this GMC. And here we are. Look at this. How does someone do this? What the hell? Alrighty, first things first is we gotta grab the winch. And before we do grab the winch, I'm gonna back up my truck just a little bit, like here, and then we're gonna grab the cable, connect it towards the front. This is the vehicle is too far away. I can't connect it. What? That doesn't make any sense. All right, let me back up. Maybe we need to get a little bit farther. Let's see if this works. And boom, we are now connected. I did have to move a little bit backwards, and the goal is to pull the boat all the way back onto the road. It is gonna damage it, but that is going to be the only way we can save this boat. So let me hop in and we're gonna back up. We're gonna make our way towards the road, so hopefully the boat does not get stuck on those trees. All right, come on, boat. Oh no, my GMC is having trouble. Oh no, my GMC. Let's go. Yo, this truck is insane, you guys. WGMC. Look at this. We are now pulling a boat and we managed to rescue it. Now we have to put this boat on top of a tow truck, because I cannot drag this all the way back to the campsite. So we're gonna leave the boat right here and we're gonna go and quickly pick up a tow truck. So I'm gonna disconnect that. We're gonna hop in and we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop, which is literally around the corner. So let's pull in and we're gonna find the tow truck. I don't see any tow truck. I thought it was gonna be around here. I swear on my mama, I thought it was gonna be here. Oh, wait a minute, it's right here. No way. All right, nice. So I'm gonna leave my GMC, my beautiful, super expensive 6-figure truck right here. And oh, hold on, I got stuck. And we're gonna grab the tow truck. So let me turn this thing on and we're gonna turn on the beacons, because this is an emergency, you guys. This is serious. I feel like I should have grabbed some cones. If I would have grabbed some cones, then I should be able to close the road. But we kind of don't have time to be closing the road, because we already have the beacons turned on our tow truck. But I'm gonna carefully back this thing up, and I think this should be good right here. So where is the controller for this tow truck? Is it this one? Oh, it's right here. All right, so we are on our last hour and we need to start pulling down the bed. So let me raise this thing and then we're gonna start lowering it. All right, that should be good right there. Now let me extend the bed all the way towards the ground so we can grab this post and put it on top of there. Now I think I might lower this a little bit more just so I can have a much better way of putting on the boat, and I think that should be good right there. So I'm gonna try to grab the winch from the top. There we go. We're gonna grab these chains and we're gonna tow it. Wait, I can't connect this? What the heck? No way. I can't connect the winch? Hold on, let me try to grab the cable again, and I'm gonna try to put it one more time, and it looks like I cannot connect it towards the boat, but I do have an idea. Alrighty everyone, I was able to bring my truck, and I'm gonna do a trick that hopefully works. If it doesn't, then we might be cooked and we're not gonna be able to save this boat and bring it back to the dock so we can put it back on the trailer. I'm gonna do this right here, and I'm gonna back the semi a little bit. I'm gonna try to get the semi as close as possible to the boat like this, and then we're gonna hop back into the GMC. I'm gonna get closer because I'm gonna try to grab the winch, and I'm gonna try to connect it towards the front of the boat. Hopefully this works. If not, then yeah, I'm really cooked. So no way that worked. No way. All right, now let me try to retract this, and it looks like it's going on top of the bed. No way, you guys, look at that. I am a genius. Am I not the smartest person in APM? I'm gonna finish retracting this and getting it towards the top of the trailer, or I guess the back of the tow truck. And would you take a look at that? We've got the boat loaded on the back of the trailer, and I think we are ready to disconnect the winch. Hopefully, actually, you know what, I'm gonna try to lift up the bed so the boat won't slip off when I disconnect the winch. So let's start raising the bed and let's start lowering this. Look at that. I can't believe this is actually working, you guys. I think that deserves a massive like. Alrighty, we're almost ready to take off. Let me just finish retracting this. What happened to my controllers? Hold on, let me grab my controllers. It just disappeared on me. So let me finish this, and boom, we can now disconnect the winch from the boat. It looks like it's pretty nice and secure. So let me quickly disconnect this, and I am kind of worried because this thing is not strapped down and I don't have the straps for them. So hopefully it does not fall, but we're gonna go find out. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna fall. All right, I'm gonna drive super slow and I'll meet you guys back at the dock. We are now back, and I'm just unloading the boat from the bed. So let me quickly finish unloading this, and we're gonna get it loaded back onto the trailer. So I think that should be good. Let me just step on this thing. Oh my goodness, is this thing stuck? Oh, it's kind of hitting the floor right there. Hold on, let me try to push this thing a little bit towards the side, and I think that should be good. Let me quickly hop back in, and we should now be able to load it back onto the trailer. So let me quickly align this thing right here, and I think we should be able to strap this thing back up. So let's put on the straps. Oh, hold on, it's not placed correctly. Alrighty, after a while we got the boat strapped down, and we're gonna pull back our bed because the sun is starting to go down and we barely managed to finish this job on time. So we're gonna get this tow truck returned where we got it from, which was at the mechanic shop. And now since the bed is now back, we're gonna make our way back to the mechanic shop. Alrighty everyone, we are now back and ready to turn off the beacons and turn off the amber lights because it is no longer an emergency. So let's get this thing parked, turn off the engine, and let's make our way towards the truck so we can start making our way back home. Alrighty everyone, we are now back in our beautiful GMC super expensive 6-figure truck, and we're gonna start making our way back home because if you guys take a look at the time, it is starting to go down really fast, and I have to go and take a shower because tomorrow is gonna be a new day and we are going to be having another job. So let's make a left turn right here and let's head home. Home sweet home, you guys. We are now back home and I am so exhausted. I did not think saving and rescuing that boat was gonna take forever, but we managed to do it somehow. Well, I guess since I am the best APM player, so that kind of makes sense, and we managed to make our way back home. But if you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe because it does mean so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today, oh my goodness, the sun is so bright I cannot see anything, but let me close my door. But today we are going to be doing one of the biggest deliveries in APM, and we're going to be using our new truck that APM added, I think it was last week, into today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're going to be delivering a lot of hay today. So let me actually hop in because we don't have too much time to waste today. We have to finish this job by the afternoon, so let's hurry up and let's make our way to pick up the trailer so we can put the hay on top of it. So as you guys can see, this is one of my favorite trucks in the game as well. It used to be gray, but then I made it black because that's how it came, so I just kept it that color. When they re-released it and updated this truck, it's also got like the cargo lights on, it's got cabin lights on it. Dude, this thing is fully equipped. Anyways, let's make a left turn right here. Let's turn on our blinkers, and then the trailer store, I think we can actually go from the back, and the trailer store should be right down here. This is kind of like a little shortcut to show you guys that I take. I just sometimes also go through the car wash, and then we end up at the trailer store. As you guys can see, we are now here. Let me actually see where the trailer is. I don't know where it, oh, here it is. This is where I left it. All right, let me turn this thing around, and then let me get it connected just like so. And now we can make our way to the location that we gotta pick up the hay, which is literally down the street. It is not too far, and then we're gonna go and deliver it to a farm that is located down across the city. So let's make a stop, make sure everything is clear, and then we're gonna pull up right here. I should probably park my truck right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to block traffic today. I'm gonna park it right here. I think I'm gonna try to park as close as to the road as I can. So let me carefully do this, just like so. And now let me just finally adjust myself. Nice. All right, let me turn on my emergency lights, and then engine is off, and let's quickly hop into this. What the hell? Wait, what is this called? Is this like a tractor or something? Premium construction. All right, let's enter here. But pretty much this thing can pick up the hay bales. So let's grab one of these and let's put it on top of the trailer. So let's go right here, and then let me raise this thing. So we're gonna raise up the boom, and then we're gonna extend it a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the forks down, and then we should be able to unload this thing. And look at that, we have our first hay bale on top of the trailer. Look at this, dude. I am the GOAT at this game. All right, looks like we have a good amount to go. I think the goal is to make sure we fill up the entire trailer with the hay bale. So let's continue, because the afternoon is gonna be waiting for us pretty fast, or I guess soon enough. So how do I lower this? Okay, lower the boom, and then we should be able to get another one. All right, nice. And then so let me carefully do this, and then raise my boom just like so. And is this good? No, actually, you know what, I think I can get a little bit closer. Oh, that's perfect. Wait, what if we do this and then we unload? Awesome, we have our second hay bale on top of the trailer. It's kind of crooked, hopefully it does not fall, but let's continue with the third one. So let me grab this one, and then we're gonna try to place it right next to the second one. Oh, is that too close? I think that's actually perfect. Hold on, load, and oh my goodness, yo, I think that was actually perfect. Yeah, somehow I tried less and it turned out more better than the second one. All right, we have like about, let's say 1, 2, like 3 more to go. So let's continue putting the hay bales on top of the trailer. So let me carefully turn this thing around, and there we go, we have our fourth one. I think I might have to go around, honestly. Yeah, let me go around. Alrighty, and then hold on, this is kind of dark. Let me turn on my lights. All right, let me carefully place this one. Oh, you know what, I have to raise the boom. All right, raise the boom, and let's see, I might have to readjust myself again. All right, and hold on, this is very tricky actually. Oh, you know what, I can do this where I can retract it like that, and then we just unload it. Wait, is that a good position? Yeah, okay, you know what, let me just unload it. I'm thinking way too much. And let's check this one. Ooh, perfect. All right, so we probably can put I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 more on the trailer. If not, that is fine. So let me hop back into the machine. So let's see, I'm gonna try to grab one of these. There we go, and now we're gonna try to place it. So I think that should be good right there, honestly. Yeah, that's very good. I might just have to retract my boom just a tad bit, and then we can unload this thing. And awesome, look at that. I don't think one more fits. Yeah, I don't think one more fits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hay bales on top of our trailer. I think that should be enough. You know what, I'm a little bit insane, but we're gonna try to put 1 more on top of the trailer, even though we're not supposed to, because these are the ramps. All right, so let me get this thing turned around, and I'm gonna get it connected to 1 more hay bale just like so. And let's see, can we squeeze 1 more on top of the trailer? And then let me just click unload, and I think we did it. Uh-oh, it's very crooked. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That does not look good. Let me quickly fix this. Let me grab it, and then let me go a little bit. I think that should be good. Hold on, let me check my camera. No, okay, that should be good right there. Let me unload it, and we should be done with this job right now. Oh my goodness, this is actually pretty easy. All right, let me get this back how it was. Let me turn off the emergency lights, and let me retract boom. Let me lower this. Wait, how do I lower this thing? Oh, lower the boom, and then let me just put the forks up, and I think that should be good right there. Look at that, it's back like it was never used. All right, so it looks like we can now head over to the farm so we can get this hay delivered. We have so much. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 hay bales. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me hop into the truck. I'm surprised this thing is not squatting, but keep in mind this thing is a beast, so maybe I'm not too surprised. Uh-oh, I think one of my hay bales ended up rolling off. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we still have enough. So let me hop in my truck, and let me also turn off the emergency lights, and we can now finally make our way to the farm so we can successfully deliver these. And I'm so thankful these things are not rolling, because that would definitely be a headache. And wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. This thing is kind of bothering me. Let me squeeze through here, and there we go. Awesome. All right, we can now make our way to the farm. The farm is going to be located right, where is it? Oh, it's gonna be right here. Pretty hidden, it's all the way in the corner. And let's see how we are on time. It looks like we are very good on time. It is barely 3 p.m. so let's continue driving. We're gonna make a right turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers just like so, and this thing is gonna be a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. Oh, I hit the stop sign. Anyways, let's continue driving until we see a dirt road, because then we're gonna have to take a left turn. So we're gonna make sure I don't miss it. And oh, there it is. It's right here. All right, let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make sure we can make a left turn safely. And are we gonna hit the stop sign? Nice. We're not gonna hit it. All right, for a second I thought we were gonna actually hit it once again, but we are now on our way to the farm. Let me just make sure we are going the right way. And yeah, we are on the right path to the farm. And I think we've been to this farm a couple of times in my previous videos, but I'm not sure if you guys are new. Then I've actually been here a couple of times. And make sure you also subscribe. It means so much to me. All right, we are here. I think we gotta go down this path. Yeah, we have to go down here. Oh no, this is pretty dangerous. This is super dangerous. I gotta turn on my emergency lights on. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that Orioles? What the heck? All right, it looks like, oh, there's a nice little farm. What is that? Are those cows? I want to see that. I've never seen so many cows here. Or are these bulls? Hi, Mr. Cow. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah, he's coming after me. I don't know, something's wrong with me. All right, let me close the gate, make sure that none of them leave. Okay, so this is where we have to drop the hay. All right, so I'm gonna park my thing right here, and it looks like the machine is right in this parking, so I'm gonna squeeze through here and hop on. All right, let's turn this thing on, and let's see, can I squeeze through here? Actually, you know what, I'm gonna hit my truck, so let me just go around. All right, I'm gonna go around, and ooh, should I put the ramps down? I feel like that would be easier. Yeah, let me do that. I feel like that would be way easier. So let me put the ramps down just like so, and I really love these ramps. Something about them looks satisfying. I don't know, but like I said, something's wrong with me. All right, so let me back this thing up, and we're gonna start grabbing these hay bales, and let's start off with one. Super easy, and we're gonna drop them off right around this area. So let me just, oh, whoops, I might have hit one. All right, I'm gonna drop one off like right around here, just like so. Oh, it's rolling down. Well, okay, that's not my problem. All right, we got the second one, a little bit tilted, but that's fine. And we're gonna place it right here. I'll quickly unload this. Remember, we don't have too much time, so I'm gonna try to be quick as possible. All right, let's grab our third one. Third. All right, nice. And let's see, where should we place it? I think we should place it right here. Unload, and awesome. All right, we have two more to go. All right, let me get on this thing, and all right, we are on to our last one. So I'm gonna drop off the hay right around here, right next to its brothers and sisters. And this thing moves weird. Look at this. What the heck? All right, let's grab the last one. So let's carefully do this, and bang, we have the last one. We're gonna drop it off right, let's say right here, and let me just double check everything is nice. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is going to be perfect. Awesome. I think, oh no, don't hit my truck. Oh my goodness, that almost ended up hitting my truck. All right, you know what, let's get out of here. This is not a safe place for us. So I'm gonna hop in, and we're gonna get this thing parked back in the garage. So let me go around here. I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights off, and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. Gonna make sure I don't hit anything. All right, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome. Let me just turn off the engine, and awesome. Wait, how close did I get? Oh my goodness, I got super close. I am the goat. All right, we can now start making our way back. I think we are all good to go back to the trailer. And oh wait, I need to close this. Hold on, let me just close the ramps. Imagine if I start to drive off with the ramps down. Dude, this video would have been a disaster. Hi, little cow. All right, it looks like there's an exit. We can just take this road right here. So let me get in my truck, and let me turn off my emergency lights on. I mean off, not on. And let's make our way out of here. I'm gonna try not to hit the fence right here. So let's carefully do this, and awesome. Alrighty, we have the dirt road right here. We're gonna make a right turn right here. So let's pull out of here, and we are out. Alrighty, for our last task is to make sure we deliver the trailer back to the location, which is going to be right here, and then we will have the power to go back home. But for now, we gotta go and quickly drop this off. All right, let me put on my blinkers. We're gonna make a right turn right here. It's gonna be a super wide one. Oops, sorry guys. And we are now back into the city, or I guess into the little city. It's not a big city. I hope they actually put a map expansion in APM and put more buildings. But anyways, let's make a right turn, and then we're gonna go into the trailer store. All right, so let me turn around right here, and we're gonna get this trailer back into its parking spot. spot. A little bit more, a little bit more, and I think that is going to be perfect. Let me just check in the back, and look at that, pretty solid. So let me just quickly disconnect it, but first I gotta open up the tailgate and disconnect this thing. There we go. And let me just move my truck out of the way. But before we do leave, I gotta put up the tailgate. Kind of don't like when it's left open, so let me quickly close this. For some reason it is not closing. Come on, close. Maybe I gotta move out of the way. All right, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna see if I can try to close the tailgate now. Hopefully this works. Close, and awesome. All right, we can now start making our way home. Hey, I'm gonna buy a soda can. How much is it? $5. Oh my goodness. You said how much? It's going to be, oh, bye bye. I ain't not paying that. I ain't not paying that. Let's get out of here. Dude, that guy wanted me to pay $5. That is way too much. Home sweet home. We are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck back into my driveway. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna get the thing parked right here, get that thing closed, and oh my goodness, I am so tired today. All that hay baling machinery got me tired. I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna crack a cold one. So I think that was a very successful mission. Let me just drink some of this. Ooh, delicious. What happened to my head? Okay, never mind. And honestly, I had so much fun with this mission. If you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we have something special because if you look behind us, we are currently at the APM sheriff's office because today we are going to be a police person, and we're gonna try and see if we can stop people and see if they're gonna actually follow our orders. So let's go and try to see if we can arrest some people breaking the rules, and let's see if they're gonna also even pull over. But here we have our police car ready to go. It's gonna be our trusty vehicle for today, so let's get this thing turned on just like so. And I think our first direction that we're gonna go is heading towards the town. I think that is, what the heck? Someone tried to draw something right here or something. That looks so funny. But let's go and see who we can pull over. And is this guy gonna make a stop sign? And no, they're not. Hold on. I think we might. This is actually going to be our first person that we're gonna have to pull over. Let's pull on the light bar and then the sirens and see if he's gonna pull over. Let's see. Pull over. I think he's gonna pull over. Hold on. I might have to get in front of him. Let's see if he pulls over. Hold on. Let's see. Why did you not stop? Let's tell him, why did you not stop? Let's see if he can read my message. I don't know if he's typing or he can't read my message. Dude, this is so funny. Hopefully he responds. I didn't hear you. Okay, this is a warning, sir. There we go. We gave him a warning because he did not hear me. And even though I told him, like, why did you not stop at the stop sign? He was like, yeah, I didn't hear you. Oh my goodness, but that is freaking funny. But let's continue going and let's see if anyone else is gonna break the rules. Let's go through the middle part of town. Maybe we can find someone being a little bit reckless. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Hold on. I think we might have to give him a ticket. Where is he? Wait, where did he go? He just crashed. He just had a huge wreck. Here is a ticket for reckless driving. So we just gave this guy a ticket for reckless driving. Let's see if we can read this message as well. Dude, this is so funny. Like, dude, is that a kid driving? This is a kid driving, dude. What the heck? I don't know if he could read my message. All right, so I guess he's not gonna say anything. He's gonna get out of here. I don't think he can read my message. All right, let's turn around. Let's go back to where we going and see. Oh my goodness, yo, this guy is speeding so fast. Hold on, you should not be speeding this hard, sir. No, I think he might be on the run. I think he's gonna go on the run. He doesn't want to pull over and he's hitting my SUV. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. He needs to pull over right now. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Pull over right now. This guy needs to pull over immediately. He is breaking the rules. Let me see if I can arrest this guy. Yo, are you speeding, sir? Let me ask him why he is speeding. Wait a minute, it's the same guy. It says, I got a load to haul, sir. All right, well, it's coming out of your paycheck. Here's a ticket. There you go. I told him, well, it's coming out of your paycheck. Here is your ticket. So let's hope that he starts driving a little bit more safe. Let's see. All right, nice. I think he might have learned his lesson. All right, let's go and see if we can find anyone else before the night falls. If not, then we might have to go to a different city and arrest some bad guys. So far we've done a really good job. I think so. I might even get a promotion. Let's go over here. Let's see if there's anything going on. And okay, so nothing really, pretty quiet. Let me actually go through the neighborhood. I know there is a neighborhood right down here. So let's see if any chaos is occurring right now. Hello guys. Let's see. All right, neighborhood seems to be pretty quiet. Oh, the mechanic shop. Let's see if there's anyone at the mechanic shop. And there is no one actually at the mechanic shop. All right, never mind. Whoa, this guy just crashed into the wall. Hold on. Is this guy driving reckless as well? This guy might be driving reckless ridiculous. Hold on. Hopefully he is not under the influence, because if he's under the influence, then I'm gonna have to give him a ticket for driving crazy. But let's get out of here. Let's see if we can find anyone else. Whoa, what is that? There's like something flickering over there. Pretty weird. All right, let me actually head back into the countryside. And what is this dude doing? I don't know what this guy is doing. He's over here impeding traffic. Oh, wait a minute. I think we have another criminal. We might have another criminal. He's driving a little bit crazy. Yup, we have someone insane. This guy is crazy. This guy is out of his mind. What is he doing? Is this guy a police guy? He's trying to escape. Oh, no. Pull over. You gotta pull over. Pull over. Oh my goodness. This guy just got some air right there. And oh no, is he gonna go in the mudding? Hopefully he doesn't go into the mudding pit. You just gotta pull over. He's kind of lagging. He's kind of lagging. Hold on. This is pretty funny actually. And oh, I almost crashed. I'm gonna have to turn on my lights because it's getting dark. This guy is one of the craziest persons I have ever seen, but he does not want to pull over for some reason. I wonder if he's carrying something illegal in his SUV. And oh my god, he just went into the mud. He just went into the mud. Hold on, I gotta go around because my SUV is pretty clean, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, let's see if he pulls over. Oh no, he's still on the run. He's still on the run. Oh, he almost ended up wrecking my bumper. Oh my, oh, he's turning around. Let's see where he goes now. This guy just keeps crashing his vehicle all over the place. This guy is going deep in the woods. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, you're gonna go up here. All right, let's go up here then. Just pull over. If he goes into the water, I am not gonna go after him. Come on. Oh, he's getting very close to the water. He's getting very close to the water. We have one on foot. We have one on foot. Sir, you're under arrest. Let's see what he says. I don't know if he can read my message. Nunca. Oh, he speaks Spanish? Is that? Oh, no. We have to spawn in our police car. He's on the run again. I'm gonna try to really arrest this guy. This guy is kind of getting on my nerves, so I'm not gonna lie. Where did he just go? Where did he just go? Oh my goodness. Did I just lose this guy? I might have to report that to my supervisor because I think I just lost him. I do not see him anywhere. I think he might have gone through the trailer. Hold on, let's pull through the trailer store. That's what I meant. Trailer store. Yeah, I don't see this guy at all. I don't know where he ended up going. Let me see. It's gonna be a lost cause. I ended up, wait, is that him right there? Oh no. Whoa, that guy is speeding. Hold on, we gotta give this guy a warning. Hold on, we gotta give this guy a warning. Let's see if he pulls over. Come on, let's see. We're gonna have to talk to him. Sir, slow down. All right, I just told him to slow down. I think hopefully he can listen to what I just said. All right, hold on. So it looks like he just pulled over right here. You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Here is a warning. So I told him, you're lucky I'm in a good mood because here's a warning. Let's see if he says anything, because you know what? That's kind of weird. His name is illegal. A little bit suspicious. All right. For speeding near the trailer store. Speed limit is 35. Have a good day, sir. I'm gonna tell him, have a good day, bro. Have a good day, bro. Here's a warning. All right, so we're gonna give him, good thing we just gave him that warning right now. All right, let's see if he follows the rules. Let's see if he drives. Looks like he's driving so much nicer now. I'm surprised that anyone is actually following any of my rules. This is actually gonna be a good video. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's continue with the video. And I think I might have to switch to a different city because, oh, this guy, it's this guy that was running away. Let's see if he pulls over. Come over here, sir. You're under arrest. Come on, pull over. Sir, I need a Google translator who can say that he's under arrest. I think this guy can only speak Spanish. Let's say, how do I say arrested? Is that how you spell? He said why? How do I say that he was breaking the laws? Hold on, let me get my Google translator. There. I don't know if he can. Oh, no. He's on the run. Hold on, no. Not on my watch. Hold on. Let's see, where did he go? I think he pulled right here. Oh no, that's not him. Dude, this is my second time losing sight of him. Oh my goodness. I am so embarrassed. Wait, who is this? Oh, okay, it's the same guy. It looks like, dude, that's so funny because he was coming down really fast and speeding, and once he saw me, he started to slow down. I'm a really good cop, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I think I'm gonna hop into one more city. I was about to say server. Into one more city, and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are in a brand new city. It looks like it's like morning time, which is a really good time to do this job because it just makes it easier for me to look at criminals and see if they're breaking any laws and stuff like that. But I don't know where anyone is because there's barely any people at the trailer store. I feel like some people are gonna be right down here. That's my guess. Sometimes a lot of people like to go down that way, but I think someone is coming. Wait a minute, is this person speeding? If this person is speeding, then we're gonna have to pull him over. Hold on. Whoa. This guy gotta be careful. Hold on. Oh shoot, my bad, bro, my bad. That was my bad. We were about to crash into each other. All right, let's see if there's gonna be any more people right down this road. But so far I was right, some people are on this side of the map, but I don't think that is gonna be it. You know what, I think that is gonna be it. All right, so let me quickly grab some gas. Let me fill this thing up. And oh my goodness, why is the gas so expensive? All right, you know what, let's not make this political, you guys. All right, let me get back into my car right now and let's get out of here. Let's go back into the main city and see if any more people came to town and if if any of them are breaking any laws because the cowboy is in town, aka me, Hakai. I'm the cowboy. Okay, never mind. We have to go and save the day. All right. Oh, they're setting up camp over here. Pretty nice. I kind of want to go camping now. I should go camping for like Easter or something like that. Oh wait, you know what? I don't think anyone's go. Wait. There is someone down there. There. Let's see what they're doing. Oh my goodness, they're going off-roading. What the heck are they doing? They just have a bunch of boats on the farm. What the heck? That is so weird. What a weird thing they got going on. But all right, I think let's leave them be. Hopefully they have a permit for that. If not, I'm gonna come back and give them a fine. Probably like a little, you know, $500 fine. Nothing too crazy. But let me put on my blinkers and make a right turn right here. And you know what? Let's actually pull into this side of town. I feel like there's gonna be someone around here. Let's see if we can fish anyone. Oh, what the? Why is there a tire right here? What did I just find? What the heck? Is this thing upside down? Oh, yeah. This is probably the weirdest thing I have ever seen in APM. But let's get out of here because there is actually no one here. So let me actually take a shortcut. Oh, wait a minute. I think I found the tires of the trailer. All right. So the neighborhood seems to be pretty quiet and the rest of town does seem to be quiet. Oh, I see some people. I think they're going to be camping. Let's actually go do a little checkup on them. Wait a minute. Is this a fake police car? Hold on. I think this might be a fake police car. What the heck? Let me put on my lights. What are you doing here? All right. So it looks like no one is in the police car. It's a fake police car that if I find who's driving that, they're going to get arrested because you are not supposed to be impersonating police guys like me. But here we are at the campsite. Let's go and check up on these people. Looks like there's some people camping. I don't know if they're going to be celebrating Easter or maybe some other holiday, maybe a birthday. Fairly quiet actually. Oh my goodness, are those the brand new airboats? Dude, those things are super fun. All right, we're just checking up. Don't worry sir, just checking up on you guys. So we got more people camping. Ooh, this is actually a really nice setup. All right, don't worry sir, don't worry. I'm just doing a quality checkup on you guys. This guy's camper is so freaking bright, you guys. Oh my goodness, it kind of hurts my eyes, but I don't really see anyone breaking the rules in this server, or I guess in this city. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be buying the brand new truck. So pretty much today is Saturday, and if you guys don't know, every Saturday there is an APM update and we're going to be checking it out. And some of the things that were added in this update was the brand new truck, it's not this one, and new mudding physics. So we're going to be going and trying some of that out. So our first task is going to be to head over to the dealership and then buy the brand new truck. I'm very excited to test out this truck and take it mudding because it's been a while. I think that we haven't had a mudding truck. Well, not a mudding truck, a truck in general. And once we have bought the brand new truck, we're gonna go and customize it. We're gonna get it all ready to take it go mudding. And then let me turn right here, and then we're gonna take it to 3 courses from levels going from easiest, medium, and then to the most difficult. So this video is gonna be jam-packed with so much content. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. But as you guys can see, we are here at the oh my god, the sun. We are here at the dealership. Where did we enter? Wait, can it come through here? No, it seems to be locked. Okay, so let's go through the entrance. And I just noticed I left my truck idling. All right, good morning sir. I guess that is one of the workers here. Pretty cool. Okay, so here is the cars. We have what is this? I think this is supposed to be like a Ford Escape. Kind of looks like one. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be the brand new truck. Dang, the tires are so beefy. Oh my goodness, I really like this style. Okay, so it's kind of like a long bed. I'm trying to jump and see. Kind of looks like my truck, except that it's a long bed and it's a little bit of an older version. So I ended up opening the garage. There we go. And before we take this beast, we're actually going to go to the worker and I'm going to pay this truck off right now because I don't want to do payments on a older truck. So I'm just going to pay it up straight cash. Excuse me, sir. Can I pay this in cash? Okay, awesome. Here you go. All right, thanks. Have a great day. So I just gave him 35K for the truck. So that means we are ready to take this to the mechanic shop and get this customized. Ooh, it's got a V8. Oh yeah, this thing is powerful. Before we go to the mechanic shop, I'm gonna turn this one off. There we go. Let me get back in my truck and let's start making our way over to the mechanic shop. Oh, I just noticed, look at that. They've got like some type of step bar on the sides of the truck. It looks super nice. I like it a lot. And on top of that, the truck looks like it's lifted. I'm not gonna lie, this might be my second most favorite truck from the game. It used to be the Ram TRX, but the engine on that thing does not sound right. So that is kind of the main reason reason I do not use it. But overall, it's a nice looking truck. But like how I was saying, I'm thinking about adding some type of light bar and a grill. I think that would look good. I'm not sure, but good thing we're pretty much here at the mechanic shop. Let me open the garage door. There we go. And I'm gonna actually flip around. I want to back up into the garage, so when we are done, all I have to do is just pull out. All right, let's carefully do this a little bit more, and this should be good. There we go. Turned off my engine, and now let's do the paint. I think I'm gonna keep this gray. I might go with a little darker gray, to be honest, and then add a little bit of reflectance. Yeah, like that. Okay, not bad. For the windows, let's see. I think we're gonna have to max out. I'm not gonna lie, I like my windows super dark, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna add some reflectance. There we go. And now for the suspension, since we are going to be off-roading, I think I might just increase this a little bit more, just like so. And for the spring dampening, I think I'm just gonna drop it a little bit, like that. There we go. Now for the engine, now this is going to be the good part. I think we should play it safe and add 25% extra power, and let's add 2 turbochargers. Now for the exhaust, I'm not gonna touch the exhaust. I think the exhaust is fine, so I'm not gonna touch that. For the attachments, first responder lights, nope. Grill guards, let's see. Now for the grill guards, let's click on this one. Okay, not too bad. This one, ooh, I like this one. Let's check this one. It's all right. How about this one? Ooh, that's kind of too much. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Pretty clean and simple. And now for the light boards, we have 3 options. We have this one, number 1. All right, kind of small. Number 2, oh yeah, I think we found the winner. And then let's just check number 3 just in case. It looks all right. I think I'm gonna go with number 2, and I think that is going to be pretty much it. Maybe should I add a winch just in case we get stuck? I don't know, it kind of looks off. I'm not gonna add it right now. We're gonna keep it like this, clean and simple, and I think that is going to be it. So let's pull this thing out. All right, and now let's give this a 360. So we ended up adding the light bar, the grill, we increased the height. So now, oh shoot, I just noticed now the truck is bigger than me. Look at that. All right, let me hop right back in. And now for the first course, we're actually gonna head all the way over here. There's a mudding area, super easy. So that is going to be the level 1, and then level 2 course is, I believe it's like right around right here, and the hardest level is down right here, which is maximum difficulty mudding. I hope you guys are super excited for this. All right, so let's make a right turn right here, and now all we have to do is drive all the way down, and then we should be able to arrive to the first level 1 difficulty mudding spot. Alright, so the house is right here, which means the mudding spot should be over on the left side, which I see, and I'm trying to look for an entrance, and I think I'm just gonna start from this side. I think this is pretty easy, so let's start to get this. Oh, dang. Wow. You guys, this thing handles mud like a complete beast. But then again, this is a level 1 course, so you know, I don't expect too much difficulty. So let's continue and finish this. All right. Oh, it's kind of deep. It's really deep. Oh, we got it out of there. Alright, I think that is going to be it for the level 1 course. It is actually pretty easy. That was actually pretty fun and easy. So, except that little corner over here. Let me actually show you, like right here. It is kind of a deep end. Let's start making our way to the level 2. The difficulty is going to increase another notch. Things are going to start to look a little bit more interesting. Alright, so it looks like we are coming close to the second spot, which is going to be right here. Oh, dang. It is quite long. Alright, so let's start pulling in into this dirt road, and then there should be an entrance to the mudding spot, like right around this area. Okay, it's right here. All right, let's take the road to the mudding spot. But so far this truck has been giving me absolutely 0 issues, which is a good sign. All right, so it looks like this is going to be where it begins. So let's start over here, and oh, I cannot imagine what level 3 difficulty, which is maximum, has in store for us. All right, so let's begin. Okay, nice. Keep going. Oh, come on, don't get sucked now. Oh, this is deep. This is really deep. Keep going. All right. Ooh, I kind of got scared. Let's continue. Now my window's dirty. I cannot see anything. We're halfway done with the course, so it looks like there's one more section. So let's dive in. Oh, I almost flipped over. That could have been super bad. Let's keep going, and We are finished. So we are done with the second course. I'm not gonna lie, this one was a challenge. I think I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10 out of a difficulty level. The first one that we did is probably like a 2 out of 10. And now we're gonna start making our way to the last level, which is going to be right up here. But before I do, I kind of want to clean my car because my front windshield is super dirty and I'm having trouble seeing. So let's take it to the car wash. There we go, just like brand new. And now we can start making our way over to the last level. This is where the level 3 begins. It looks easy in the beginning, but it gets way much harder. And before I continue to yap, I think we should begin. Let's jump in. Oh, there we go. Now we're dirty. Oh, this is deep. This is super deep. Why is that super deep? All right, let's keep on going. Oh, not bad. So far, so good. And now we turn right here. We're doing super good. Let me knock on wood. I can't see. I had to turn on my lights. All right. Oh no, this is super deep. This is super deep. Oh, let me take a break. I'm done with my break, so let's continue going. And all right, don't get stuck now. We're almost finished. I can see the ending. Oh no, come on, keep going. I think we should just step on it right here. Yeah, that was a good idea. Alrighty, I am done with this. I am done mudding for today. I'm gonna start making my way over to the car wash so we can get all the mud off the truck. And honestly, so far this truck has impressed me, but it's still not my favorite truck. I can never replace my truck. But anyways, I think we can start making our way over home. This thing is a machine, not just on the road, but mudding as well. Honestly, this truck surprised me and it looks good, sounds good. But what do you guys think about the brand new truck that they added in APM? Is it a W or an L? Let me know in the comments. And as well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. What up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today there's been a massive update where they ended up revamping a trailer and they added, I think, a new truck. I'm not sure, or it could just be a revamp as well. But we're going to be checking that out today because we're going to be delivering some farm equipment. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And let's get on our way. So I think we should take mini mineable. I'm gonna catch my toes. All right, so we're gonna be taking the TRX because we're gonna go and pick up the brand new truck. I don't know where the new truck. I think it might be at the mechanic shop. If not, then we're gonna go and check at the dealership that there is in APM. But I am so excited because we're gonna be putting these two things, the new truck and the new trailer, to test by taking some farm equipment and transporting it to a different farm. But we have a stop sign right here. Let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And we have the city right here, and before I do pass the city, let me actually make a right turn into here. Alrighty, I almost ended up missing my turn right there, but we have the mechanic shop right around here, so let's pull in and let's look for the new truck. I don't see it so far. You know what, I think it might be on the other side. Hold on, let me check this out. I think it's gonna be oh yep, look. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the color on this thing. It's so beautiful. It's majestic. It's got this really nice red velvet color going on. Oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks phenomenal. All right, let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna leave my TRX right there for today, and we're gonna be taking this beautiful truck and we're gonna be testing this bad boy out. So let me hop in, and oh my goodness, this thing sounds so good. Look at the interior. Yo, that is crazy. We got the red guts in the Ford. Yo, this is sick. I really love this truck. I really love like these style of trucks. It's got this like nice square body. But let's pull over to the trailer store, or you know what, I think it might be right here. Oh, it is right here. So the new, or at least revamped trailer is going to be right here. Let me turn this bad boy around and let's get it connected just like so, and boom, first try. All right, we're gonna start making our way to the farm so we can get this farm equipment delivered to the other property, and we're gonna try to do this as fast as possible because I was checking my weather app and it seems to be that it's gonna start raining around 5 p.m. and it's already what, 11 a.m. so yeah, we don't have that many hours, so we're gonna step on it and we're gonna go as fast as possible. But look at the mirrors on this thing. The mirrors look so good. All right, let me make sure my trailer is still connected. Look at this. It's got this really kind of like triangular look to it. It looks really sick. Well, let's pull in right here onto this dirt road, and this truck is so new that even the bed of the truck is shining. Look at that. Yo, I can probably see my reflection on how brand new and shiny this thing is. But yeah, I think this is going to be the revamp of a trailer. We got to connect it in the back, but I can definitely see how it looks different than it used to. But oh, wait a minute, I think we can go through this road. Yeah, this is kind of like a little shortcut. Let me go on this road just like so, and let's see. Oh, I see the farm equipment. It's gonna be right here. Look at this. We got a nice, what is that, John Deere tractor and that thingy. I don't know what that thing is called, but I'm gonna park this thing right around here. And oh my goodness, it's so dark under these trees. But let me turn on my emergency lights. Let me see, did I turn them on? Okay, so I did turn them on. All right, look at this. So this is gonna be the revamp of the trailer. Ooh, it looks super nice. Yeah, they added like this piece right there. Okay, and then they added this. All right, cool. So let me get this thing lowered, controls, and we're gonna lower this bad boy. Look at that. That is freaking sick. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. All right, so let me get inside the tractor right here, just like so, and let me turn it on. I'm gonna turn on the lights because it's kind of dark in here. Yeah, let me turn on the emergency lights because we're gonna get this thing connected to this piece of farming equipment right here. And I almost ended up colliding with this thing. I'm kind of like confused on how to work this machine. I typically don't use farming equipment, so apologize if I'm not doing this properly, but we got that thing connected. Let's see, how do we do this? All right, I'm gonna have to flip over because I'm not gonna have enough space to turn right there. So let's flip over right around here, just like so. And this thing is so loud. I should have worn some like headphones or something, but let me get this thing loaded up on the brand new trailer, just like so. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more and bang. All right, I just put it in park and I think that is going to do it. I'm gonna leave the emergency lights on just in case, but look at that, this thing is nice and loaded. All right, I think we are now ready to go. And oh my goodness, are those new straps? Look at the new straps. Yo, these straps look sick. They're kind of upside down, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if they're meant to do that, but they are upside down, but they look really solid. So let me open up the functions and we're gonna open up the dovetail, just like so. Look at that, awesome. It's working so good. All right, we can now make our way to the second property where we can now deliver this, and I think they're gonna pay us for this job. I don't think they're gonna pay us that much, since honestly it's not too much of a heavy load. I mean, it is, but it's nothing too crazy like pulling a massive tractor. But I'm gonna turn right around here because we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go back the way we came from. Let me make sure everything is still connected. All right, we're pretty solid, and let's make our turn right here. Oh, that was a super tight turn right there, but we can now make our way out of here. I think we can make a left turn on this dirt road. This might be a shortcut if we go through this direction. So let's make our way to the second farm. I'm really excited to be putting this to use. So far this update has been pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think of it about it so far. Is this a W or no? Let me know in the comments. But I'm thinking about taking this truck to the shop and probably customizing it. I'm probably gonna add some lights and maybe even a winch. But there we go, we made that turn right there. I'm not really paying attention, I'm just yapping away. Oh, we're kind of struggling going uphill. Oh my goodness, we kind of struggled right there. Hopefully the last hill we go up, because this thing does not have too much power. All right, so let's make a right turn right there. Oh my goodness, I was kind of speeding too much. Oh my goodness, I was speeding way too much, which is why I almost lost control. That was really bad. All right, let me get back in my lane because I'm driving like a crazy man. But we have the farm right up here. I'm super excited to get this thing unloaded and delivered to the rightful owner. So let's see, let me carefully slow down and let's pull into their driveway. So I don't know where they want this delivered. I'm gonna look for a little spot where I should deliver it. Let's see, where should I deliver it? Ooh, we should deliver this right here. Awesome. All right, let's do that. That's actually a good idea. I'm so smart. All right, so let me turn this bad boy around, or you know what, I think I can just park right to the side and get this thing unloaded and dropped off into this kind of like little barn garage thing. I don't know what you call them, but I'm gonna park this bad boy right here and we're gonna, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. All right, so let me open up the functions and we're gonna lower the dovetail. So we're gonna do that just like so, and we're gonna have to drop this thing off in two parts. First, this piece of machine must go right in the middle, and then we're gonna park the tractor right up front. So let's get started. Let me hop in the tractor, slowly unload this bad boy. All right, come on, just like so. And whoa, that way too fast, cowboy, way too fast. All right, so let me carefully do this. I think I should do this in first person. If I, oh yeah, look at this. This is a cheat code right here. If you do this in first person, it is so much easier. All right, so I'm gonna park it right to the end of here, get this thing disconnected. So disconnect this piece of machine, and then let me hop back in and let me get it connected. Oh, not connected. Let me park it right next to it. Careful, make sure I don't hit these wooden posts, because if I do, this thing is gonna collapse. So I'm gonna make sure I'm careful, and I think that is going to be perfect. So I'm gonna turn off everything, park it, and look at that. It's not bad. I think that was a solid solid job. And honestly, this truck has been performing super good. Look at this. Not only did it manage to pull this huge trailer, but we managed to deliver all of this. Look at this. All right, so let me get the dovetail of the trailer lifted. So let me raise this. Okay, so it's what is wrong with me? All right, so let me get back in the truck and just like so. Let me start this bad boy, and we can now make our way back to the implement store so we can drop off this trailer, and then we're gonna go and upgrade this bad machine or truck. I think this is a Ford. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this is a Ford or not. I kind of get my trucks confused because some of them do kind of look very similar. But let's pull into this road right here, just like so. And we have the gas station right here. Thankfully, I do not need gas right now, and the implement store should be right here. So let's pull in, turn this thing around, and get it dropped off, because honestly, we are done testing this trailer for today. So let me carefully back up. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit crooked, but I'm not getting paid for this. So let's get out of here. I wonder what kind of attachments we could add to this truck. I'm thinking about something maybe off-road related. I don't know, but let's pull right into here. Let me open up the garage door and let me go into this just like so. All right, let me accept, and let's see. All right, I think we should start with the engine. Let's add 25% extra power, and let's add a supercharger. Yes, the paint, I'm not gonna touch it because this paint is immaculate, so it's really good. Suspension, ooh, look at the suspension. Look at that. That is so tall. I'm not sure. I don't think it looks good tall. I'm gonna keep it stock. So we're gonna go with this normal look. And attachments, ooh, we have to add cabin lights, mandatory. And I think that is going to be it. Ooh, we can add a toolbox. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Yeah, I think that is going. Ooh, roll bar. Oh no, that does not look good. That is going to be it for the modifications. So let's make our way out and let's test this bad boy. All right, look at this. This is sick. Look at that. Look at the lights. Ooh, it looks so good. Look at this. Yeah, this is solid. This is a really solid truck. I love this truck. Not bad, not bad. Does this thing have like the fog lights? I don't think it does. Yeah, this thing does not have fog lights. But anyways, let's take this back home. So I'll meet you guys back at my place. By the way, you guys, I do have a Discord, and if you guys do want to join it, then I'm gonna have a link in my YouTube bio so you guys can join. But we are now back home. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, how much did I miss home? And oh my goodness, I forgot to bring my TRX. Whatever, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'm gonna have fun with this truck for today. Right now the sun is about to go down. It's about 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Get it? 6 p.m. Okay, never mind. But we got that truck loaded up, and look at this. We got our brand new work truck right here. It's still fairly new, by the way. And we got the revamp of this truck. Look at this beauty. But that is going to be for today's update video. Let me know what you guys think of it. Is it W or an L? And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today there is, what the heck is that kind of haircut? And today there's a brand new update. So let's check out the brand new update. So for the trailers, there's not any new trailers, but there is brand new trucks. So let's check that out. And you can also add tires. I think different tires to your vehicle. So let me actually start spawning these cars. So it looks like the first one is going to be a Tacoma. I think this is supposed to be a Toyota Tacoma. Dude, this looks pretty nice. Yeah, I really like this. Hold on, let's give this a little drive. Let me test this around the block. Let's give this a little run. You know what? Let's go up this little hill. So far, not too bad. It is actually pretty good. And the thing is, this car is completely stock. It doesn't have any modifications, and the suspension looks really good. Look at the suspension. It looks really good. Yeah, this is a really nice truck. This actually might be my second favorite truck. It's really nice. So let's spawn in next TV. Okay, so this one is not new. It is pretty old. Well, not old. It was in the last update, but they also added a lawnmower. Look at this. Yo, this is pretty cool. Wait, does this thing have headlights? Oh, it does. And how do I make this work? Wait a minute. I'm not sure how you make this work. I don't think it works, actually. I think you just drive this around. Yeah, it seems that it does not work. I don't know. I don't think it's working because the grass looks the same. Yeah, I'm not sure if this thing works. Let me just drive this around and... Oh, wait a minute. I think it is working. No, never mind. That was a false flag. I guess the issue is I can't see. So let me hop into a different server. Alrighty. It looks like we hopped into a different server. So let's give this a test one more time. And let's see. Is this thing working? No, it looks like the lawnmower doesn't work. I'm not sure if it's not supposed to work, but it does not appear to be working, which kind of sucks because I wish I could use this for my jobs and stuff like that. But let's move on to the last truck. So the new truck is going to be this one right here. It costs about 200 Robux, which I don't have. So let me quickly purchase some Robux right now. And there we go. Purchase has been completed. So let's spawn this thing right there. And oh my goodness, this is the 6x6 G-Wagon. Yo, this thing looks so insane. Just take a look at that suspension. Oh my goodness. Before we actually test this G-Wagon, wagon out, I actually want to see what kind of customization the Tacoma has. So let me actually spawn the Tacoma right here, and we're also going to be checking out the brand new animation, which, oh, look at that, there's brand new animations. It's kind of like APM, but these guys are pretty fast at developing and coding. But let me go inside of here. This animation looks pretty smooth. I really like it. But anyways, let me enter customization, and as you guys can see, if you guys click on tires, you're gonna be able to finally change your tires. We have open terrain, trail grappler, rugged mud, extreme bog, street performance, and mud grappler. So we have a lot of options to choose from, and I don't know which one to click on. I might go with the trail grappler because I tend to off-road a lot. So I'm also gonna change the wheels on this thing. I think that's, oh, actually these rims look pretty nice. All right, and let's see, should we change the color of our Tacoma? I feel like we should do like a gray color. Ooh, look at this. Oh yeah, this is nice. I think we're cooking, you guys. What if we make it a little bit more darker? Oh yeah, look at that. This thing looks like a beast. But and for the windows, you guys know I like to tint out my windows completely dark. Look at that. It looks so much more mean. And suspension, I think the suspension is pretty high and good enough, so I'm not going to change any of that. But for the engine, I'm going to add 25% extra power and a second turbocharger. Lastly, let's add a grill guard. Oh yeah, this thing looks pretty mean. I'm not sure if it actually needs one. Yeah, I don't think it needs one. And then let me add a light bar just like so. I think that looks pretty sick. Or should we add this one? Oh, this one actually fits with the style. All right, let's keep that one. And I think I am done for the customization. So let me back up, and oh my goodness, what is this guy doing? Look at this. Oh my god, dude, this looks very cool. All right, let me actually take it up this little hill and let's see how it performs. So let's go up here and look at that, dude. It has no trouble going uphill. Let me actually turn on traction and ABS back on because it has too much power for this hill. It keeps sliding on the dirt. But look at this, yo, this truck looks so cool. Is this a new Tacoma? Actually, I feel like this is a new Tacoma, or is this supposed to be a different truck? Maybe this is supposed to be like a Ford. I don't know, but it looks like a Tacoma. So that was the first truck, and let's customize and check out the second truck that they added in. So they're mudding, and this thing sounds pretty good. Look at this. Pretty big in my opinion, and very heavy. Oh, look at the back. Wait a minute, can I sit in the back? Uh-oh, I can. You guys, alrighty, we had to do a quick reset, but we are now back. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We can now sit in the back of the 6x6. It looks pretty cool. I'm not sure why it kind of bugged out, but we are now back. But before we actually max this out, I want to see how fast this thing can go stock. So let me turn into the drag strip and let's do a small run right here. Let me just line up just like so. So in 3, 2, and 1, go, 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 go. Let's see. In the new first person animation. All right, we're about to hit 100. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, 100. So it was about 107 or 8. Not too bad, but I understand it's actually pretty good for this truck because this truck is massive and very heavy. But now we can go and customize this at the shop. Let me just enter at the shop and let's change up the tires. I think we should add something insane like extreme bog. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna, if anyone actually knows what that means, extreme bog, let me know. But for now, we're gonna add these tires and we're gonna switch up these rims because these rims are not the best looking. We have ooh, look at a retro modern. What about this one? Okay, this one's okay. They have these Caroline special, and then I really like these. I think I'm gonna go with these. We're gonna tint out the windows. You guys know the drill. Actually, let me just lighten this a little bit, and then the suspension. Let's see. I think the suspension is pretty big. I don't think we need any more because if we do it, this thing is gonna be a little bit too tall. So I'm not gonna go with that. Engine, 25% extra power, and let's add. I'm not a fan of the superchargers, so we're gonna take one off, and we're gonna add 2 turbochargers just like so. And let's see what for the attachments. I think that looks pretty nice actually. I like that. It makes it look much more aggressive. A light bar, and then what else should we add? I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. Wait, hold on, we got to change the paint of this truck. So let's see, what if we do like a dark purple? Nah, that wouldn't look good. Ooh, a green looks nice, a red looks nice, an orange looks pretty nice. But what if we just go dark gray? Oh yeah, look at that. You cannot go wrong with a dark gray. So let's do that. Let me see how it looks with the lights on. Look at that, dude. This thing looks, oh my goodness, look at the wheels. Oh my goodness, yo, that looks crazy. The detail on the tires is insane. But we have the drag strip right down here. We're gonna quickly test this out one more time and see how fast. Oh my goodness, it is raining right now. But like how I was saying, we're gonna test and see how fast it now is. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Let's see how fast this thing can go. 50, 80, and 100. Let's see, can we hit 120? Yeah, it looks like, it looks like we managed to go over 120 miles per per hour, and this thing is pretty good at off-roading as well. Hold on, yeah, let's try this out. Yeah, look at this, dude. This thing handles pretty nice. Let's go through the water. Oh yeah, dude, look at this. It just went through the water like if it was a road. It was so easy. But let me go into this property right here. Let me quickly claim it just like so, and let me change the color of my house. I like my house to be dark gray. I'm not sure what it is with me in dark colors, but let me get back into the truck, and we're gonna put it in the garage because we're gonna check this out right now with the new Tacoma, just like so. So let me back this thing up, and it kind of looks matte black. Look at that. It kind of looks matte black, but if we pull it into the garage, it's not gonna look matte black. It's gonna look dark gray. But let me turn the wheels, and let me also spawn in the new Tacoma, just like so, or whatever this thing is. You know what? I think this is a Ford. Hold on, let me do some research. So I just did some research, and this is actually supposed to be a Chevy Colorado. So I thought it was a Tacoma because it looked very similar to a Tacoma. But anyways, let me get this thing parked right next to the G-Wagon. Uh-oh, that looks very bad. Hold on, let me readjust myself because this is not good. I think that should be good. I think that is it. And look at that, dude. These things look insane. Let me just close this because it is raining outside pretty hard. Oh my goodness. Yo, this update is insane. I hope APM has a huge update because these guys have been crushing it. Southern Mothering has been crushing it with the updates because not only did we get a new truck, we also got a new 6x6. Well, we also did get some new animations when you drive the steering wheel, but I don't really drive in first person. Let me know what you guys think about this new update. Have you guys played it or not? And if so, what do you guys think about it? Is this a W or an L? Let me know in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be playing APM. Well, this is actually the first version of APM that was initially released a couple years ago, so we are going to be playing today the first version of APM. But if you guys didn't know, and today we are also going to be picking up our helicopter. So there's a helicopter that I was able to buy. It is currently all the way down there. Sadly, I do not have a map to pull up so I can show you guys where it is, but for now, let me also show you guys this brand new house that I was able to buy. Then I'll show you my cars and all my other stuff. So here's a little tour of my house. It is very nice and classy. I really like this a lot. I feel like this is the type of house to be haunted, but thankfully it is not. But yeah, we've got the dining room right here. It's very nice. Let me actually take you upstairs before I finish showing you guys everything around here. We have a lot of rooms. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is the garage. We're gonna check out the charger later. Let me just finish the house tour that I want to give you guys so you guys can see the beautiful mansion I have. I don't know if you guys would call it a mansion, but it's a very nice house and pretty big in my opinion. But here's my room right here. This is where I game. I don't know what happened to my chair, but typically this is where I game. I play Roblox and APM. Ooh, a burger. But anyways, let's wait, what's in here? Oh, this is the bathroom. This is a nice bathroom. Oh my goodness, there's so many rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I am in a movie right now. Oh, this is the master bedroom. Yeah, this house is ginormous. And why is this bed made out of bricks? Looks very uncomfortable. But we've got, oh wait, what is that? What is that supposed to be? I don't know what that is. But let me check out the last room. Oh, this is kind of like a little closet, but I think that is, ooh, I really like this mirror. It looks pretty sick. But this is going to be pretty much the little house tour of our house. And of course, we've got our doggy right here. He's kind of like a hybrid of a cat and a husky. I don't know, but that's our dog. He's kind of, don't know what he's looking at. Probably looking at maybe something. I don't know if he's staring like at a ghost or a bone. But anyways, this is my work truck right here. As you guys can see, this is what I take to work and do all my jobs so I can make money and so I can afford all of this ginormous house. But if we go into the garage, you guys already got a little sneak peek, but this is pretty much my charger. We're going to be taking this thing so we can pick up our brand new helicopter. So let me get in my charger. There we go. Let's pull this thing out. This thing is a complete beast. Oops, I almost hit my work truck, but look at this. This is pretty sick. Oh more word. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys my little barn. I really don't have anything since I'm new to the city, so I don't have any equipment yet. Let me actually close this. And before we begin our road trip, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe if you guys are excited, and let's begin. So let me get into my charger. There we go. Good thing we are currently all the way filled up on our fuel. So let's make a left turn right here, and then we're gonna have to make another left turn right down this road. So let me slow down, make sure there isn't any cars coming. Typically cars are driving really fast down the highways, so you have to be really careful. But this is pretty much the highway. As you guys can see, this thing goes on forever. So let's continue driving. Ooh, this is a nice house. This is really nice. I really like this one, and I think I might have to take this road. So let me take a left, and hopefully I am not wrong and this is the correct correct road. Yeah, I think it should be down here. Hopefully I am not wrong. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret, and that little secret is that I've actually never driven or flown it, in this case a helicopter. So this is going to be my first time. I am very nervous because I obviously don't want to crash this helicopter. As you guys, oh my goodness, look, it is right there. So where is the entrance? Okay, so this is the entrance, and I don't know where I am allowed to park my car. I think I'm just gonna park it to the side, to be honest, and I'm just gonna leave the emergency lights on. So let me just park this thing right here. Hopefully it does not bother anyone. But look at this. These are nice planes. Wait, can I fly this? Hold on, let me try this out. So the controls are right here. Y is the engine. Oh, it's working. So far it's working. And how do I get throttle? Wait, how do I get throttle? Wait, I don't have any throttle. It says left control Z, left control, but that's not working. Yeah, this thing does not work. All right, that's fine. Hopefully my helicopter works though, because if my helicopter does not work, then I got scammed. But hopefully this is able to fly. It looks very nice. It looks like one of those news channels helicopters. But let me hop in. Oh, that was the wrong door. Wait a minute, I think this is the wrong side. Let me go on the other side. Ooh, look at this. This is an entire spaceship. This is insane. Wait, is that Coca-Cola? Oh, it's a fire extinguisher. I thought it was a Coca-Cola. But anyways, let's get this set up. Y is for the engine, so let me do that. And then left control Z is for the throttle. Oh, we're flying. No way, we're actually flying. Oh my goodness, this is actually very scary. Wait, how do I go down? That's my question. Look at this, we're actually flying a helicopter in APM. Where is my house? I guess our next challenge is gonna try to fly this helicopter to our home. I think our home is right down there. I'm not sure. I think it is down there. Let's actually get closer. So let me actually speed this thing up. Oh, hold on. I cannot see. It's kind of blurry, but I do think it is my house. Wait a minute, it is my house. Hold on, let me start slowing this thing down. Hold on, throttle. Uh-oh. We kind of had a little incident, but I'm still fine. So let me try to park this right on my driveway. Just like, gotta get a little bit closer actually. And look at that. Let me turn this thing off. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe we have the brand new helicopter in pretty much in my driveway. I wonder if we can actually put this thing on a trailer. Hold on, let me actually get my work truck, and then let's get a trailer and see if we can put the helicopter on a trailer. All right, so let's get in. Let's turn this thing on, and I believe the trailer store should be right down there. Let me turn right here. And is this the trailer store or what is this? This is the implement store. Wait a minute, I think they might actually have some trailers in here. Let me actually walk in. Hello, good sir. Do you guys got trailers? Oh no, wait a minute. They don't have any trailers? What's in here? Oh, I think that's where you customize your truck. Wait a minute, there seems to be a store down there. I think they might have trailers down in that store. So let's actually go and check. All right, let me park right here. All right, look at that. Bingo, we got the trailer store right here. Let's walk in, and oh, it's closed. There we go. So let's see if we can get the trailer. So they have a semis. Oh, this is pretty nice. Bumper trailer? No, let's actually mini mine mo. I'm gonna catch someone's toe. All right, so we just grabbed a trailer. So where did it spawn? Oh, it spawned all the way down there. Hold on, let me back this thing up. All right, let me get in. I don't think this is gonna fit. Yeah, this doesn't fit. I think I'm gonna have to spawn a different truck. Let's spawn in this one. Yo, this truck is really nice. They should add this one to APM. Ooh, look at that. We got this thing finally connected. Let me head back home and let's try to get this helicopter on the back of the trailer. I really want to test this out. All right, we are now back home. I'm gonna park my truck, I think right down here. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. I'm gonna put it in park, turn off the engine, and yeah, let's actually get in the helicopter. So, all right, let me turn this thing back on. Let me give it some throttle. Come on, a little bit more. Let's do 80. Let me actually move the helicopter to the side so we can get this thing ready. I think I need to give it more throttle, but I really don't want to. Come on, go higher. Uh-oh. Come on. No. Get closer. Yes. Okay, we almost got this thing on the trailer. I just gotta adjust myself. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me back this thing up. All right, come on. Let's do this. First try. Is that good? Uh-oh. No. I think I just crashed my helicopter. Can I dance? I can't. Well, what am I supposed to do now? We crashed a helicopter. Can I save it? Let's see if we can actually save this thing. Oh no, this is not good. Guys, I think my helicopter is stuck in a tree. Yeah, I think we crashed our helicopter and we can no longer use this thing. All right, so let me get rid of the trailer. There we go. And before it does become nighttime, let's actually go pick up our Mustang because we actually left it at the strip where the helicopters and the airplanes are. So let's go and pick this up because I don't want it to get towed. And where is my car? Oh, it's right here. All right, so I'm gonna grab my car. Where should I park the truck? I kind of want to leave it somewhere where it does not bother anyone. What if I just park in the back? I feel like I should do that. I don't know if it's gonna fit though. Gonna squeeze through here. here. There we go. And let me just park this thing. There we go. Yeah, if anyone wants a free truck, there's gonna be a free truck in the back of this hangar. But look at my charger. This thing looks so amazing. I think this is a Dodge. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. All right, let me get in. Let me turn off my emergency lights on. There we go. And now we can start making our way back home. I see my home down there. Let me take a left turn on this road, and then let me take another right turn right here, and we're gonna back this thing up in our garage. Look at our helicopter. Just oh my goodness, that is so embarrassing. All right, let me carefully do this. I don't want to crash my new charger. I think that should be I already crashed. Never mind. Now, let me get this a little bit. Is that good? I think that should be good. All right, there we go. We got that thing parked in our garage, and oh my goodness, this looks so bad. Home sweet home. Where is my bedroom? This house is so freaking big. That is not my bedroom. Here it is. Is this a balcony? I didn't get to see this. This is kind of like a wardrobe or something. It's so massive. Wait a minute, does this have a balcony? I feel like there's a balcony in this house. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let me know, would you guys want to see more videos with this version of APM? So let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.